The Quicksand Question, chapter from 6. Okay. 오늘은 4월 1일 월요일 아침이고요. 드디어 4월달이 되었습니다. 학교 못 나간 지가 벌써 한 2달이 훌쩍 넘어가서 오늘부터는 학교를 갈 생각이라 아침에 리딩이 좀 일찍 일어날 예정이고 7시 40분쯤 되는데 작은 녀석이 아직 학교를 안 갔어요. 그래가지고 대문 앞에서 계속 왔다 갔다 하고 있어. 미국에서는 스쿨버스가 집 앞으로 오기 때문에 아이들이 이렇게 저 맞은편에 저 집으로 학교를 보라 색깔 주문이 버스가 도착합니다. 그러면은 아이들이 그 버스를 타고 학교를 가죠. 별로 멀지 않아요. 이렇게 자박자박 걸어서 잘 다녀와. 뭐가 오나봐요. 가지고 뭐가 왔어요? 그러고 이제 또 들어오면 아주 그냥 귀찮습니다. 대문이 열립니다. 또 하하. 길을 건너갔어요. 이렇게 가야지 하루가 조금 아침 시간 일이 마무리가 돼요. 또 한 1시간 정도 바짝 바쁜데 6시 50분쯤부터 시작해서 7시 50분까지 아빠랑 아이들 한꺼번에 다 내보내려면은 사실은 아침 시간에 정신이 하나도 없어요. 그리고 아침 시간에는 목소리가 더 잠겨서 힘들기도 해요. 자, 오늘 챕터 6부터 시작해서 한번 읽어볼게요. 그런데 오늘 제가 한 30분 정도 아침에 잠깐 리딩할 거라 금방 시간이 지나갈 것 같아요. 중간중간에 버스가 오는지도 체크해야 돼서 이렇게 한 번씩 힐끔거릴 것 같아요. 자, 챕터 6. A kiss thanks Jake and left. That guy could have been the robber. Rose said, I think so too. Dink said, the ship ought to have to be big to carry that dock filled with coins. Now can I get a milkshake? Josh asked. Please? I'm starving. If you promise not to stop and Ambrose, 이 발음 잘 안 돼. Ambrose. If you promise not stop and Ambrose thinks that. With Paul tugging on his rashi, they walked to Ellie's dinner. 이거 앨리스 디너라는 거 엘리의 저녁 식사? 버스 들어왔어요. 이렇게 버스가 오면은 아이들이 저 버스 타고 가는 거예요. 그럼 제가 손을 이렇게 흔들어 주죠. 보통 집 앞에 흔들어 주는데 오늘은 집 안에서 그냥 이렇게 손을 흔들고 있어요. 앞에서 학교 가는 거를 지켜봐주지. 갔어요. 버스가 꼭 오늘이 시작됐어요. 등 이러고 나면은 너무너무 피곤해가지고 자거나 조금 더 쉬거나 이러죠. 눈이 퉁퉁 컸어요. 자, with Paul hugging on his rest, they walked to Alice's dinner. They sat in a booth by the window. Paul crawled under the table and rested his head on Josh's feet. Hi, kids, Alice said. She brought Paul a bowl of water and patted him on the head. Then she pulled out her pad. 손바닥으로 이렇게 문지른 걸 pated라고 적었어요. patted on. 이렇게 머리카락에 툭툭 이렇게 patted on. What will it be? 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 뭐 먹을 거야? 하는 거를 what will it be? 이렇게 하나 봐요. Our specials, slug stew and spider spaghetti. Rose said, but Joshi simply has to have a milkshake. She pulled the ETCO from her back pocket and laid it on the table. 가방 뒤에다가 넣어가지고 가방 뒤 주머니에다 넣어가지고 테이블에다가 올렸어요. 그 나무 주걱 말이죠. What's that? It's a clue. Rose said. Did you hear about the dog bank? It got stolen last night. Go on. 계속 얘기해봐 라는 뜻이요. Alice said. She sat next to think. Tell me everything. The kids told Ellie about the fire, the speeding jeep, and what they learned from Jake at the firehouse. This came from the fire. Rose said, touching the chunk of wood. We've been trying to figure out what ETCO stands for. I picked up the wood and examined the letter. Suddenly she smiled and handed it back to Rose. Well, that part of the mystery I can solve. Come on, out back. He said, stay. Josie told Paul. Then the kids followed Ellie behind the counter, through kitchen and out the back door. Ellie walked over to a small wooden platform lying on the ground. It was made of narrow wood that had been nailed across a thicker one. I've been those before, Joshi said. When my dad ordered a bunch of brick, they came loaded on one of those things. It's called the parrot. Ellie said, "Look," Mr. Woods said. She pointed to the stamped into the pallet board. East Pallet Company. Mr. Woods held her partly burned piece of wood next to the woods. The black printing was identical. Where do they make this thing? Hmm. Guess beat me. Ali said this one came from the supermarket. I using the wood to build a fence around my garden. Could anyone get one? Anyone get one? Could anyone get one? Rose asked. Alice wrote. I guess I talked to the store manager, a guy named Derek Derek Robb. Derek Grove. So do you still want to make sake? Yes. Joshi said he read the way back into the dinner. The kids gave Ellie their order, then slid back into the booth. Rose ran toward Dink and Joshi. I will bet the crook used parrot from the supermarket to start the fire. She said if he did, maybe the Rick Ruff remember him. Dinky said, so let's go ask. 가서 물어보자. Rosie suggested, can we please drink or make a shake first? So she asked. Chapter 7. After the kids had finished their milkshake, they left Alice and walked back up Main Street to Green Round's supermarket. Josie tied Paul's Rishi to a brick rack. We will be right back. Uh, he told his dog. Inside, Dink, Josie, and Rose walked through the fruit and vegetable section. Tall pyramid of orange and apple gleamed on the right. They stood next to a mountain of watermelon and glanced around the store. A lot of people were shopping and a lot of workers were scurrying about. scurrying about. All the store employees were dark pants, green apron, and white shirts. Dick walked over to a woman with curly brown hair. She was arranging bags of grapes into a display. A name tag pinned Find to her apron, say, "Hi, I am Judy." Think he asked her where the managers of office was. Go to the rear of the store, Judy said, pointing. It's the red door just right two of the meat depot. The kid followed her direction and Dick knocked on the door. Come in, a voice boomed. Rose opened the door and the kids walked in. Uh, the office was cluttered, cluttered, uh, cluttered with piling cabinet boxes of damaged canned goods, canned goods and canned goods, and wooden desk covered with paper. Behind the desk sat a smiling man in a shirt and tie. Derek Ralph was printed on the nameplate on his desk. Mm, Ralph. Hi there, the man said. How can I help you, kids? Someone set a fire in the middle behind my phone last night. Joshi said, we think whoever said we use pallet from this store. Rose showed Mr. Rob the chunk of burned wood. Mr. Rob examined the letter ETCO. Yep, looks the same, he said. Rudolph, our merchandise came packed on this thing. Did you give any pallet to a tall man a couple of days ago? Think asked. Mr. Rob smiled. People who want to pallet usually just take them. He said, come on, I will show you. Mr. Rob led keys out of his office. They passed the wrong wall covered with framed photograph of employees. Think he recognized Judy of the woman who'd given him direction. Right through here, Mr. Robbie said, pushing through a wide pair of swinging door. Watch out for the 포크리프트. 지게차가 포크리프트구나. The kids found themselves in a giant room filled with worker boxes and noises. Men and women were unpacking crates and loading stuff on crates. Look, Joshi said, a yellow forklift stopped near the bunch of boxes stacked, stacked on the pallet. The driver pulled a lever and the forklifts two arm lowered. lowered. The trunk moved toward and the arms slid under the pallet. The driver moved the lever again, and the arm raised. raised, 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 raised the palette of boxes off the floor. Suddenly, the forklift began to back up, beeping the keys, and Mr. Rolf stepped back as the forklift carried the pallet the to the other end of the room. Cool, Josie said. I wish I had one of those things. Mr. Ruff chuckled. They're pretty expensive, kiddo. Now follow me. He read the key or a to to a toll. He read the keys to a tall, wide opening like a garbage door. If you go down those steps, Mr. Ruff said, pointing, you will see a stack and take them all the time. They break in for firewood, whatever. So anyone could just come and take one. Tink said, at any time. That's right, said Rob, said Mr. Ralph, even in the middle of the night. Chapter 8. 벌써 8시가 됐네. 조금만 더 해볼까. Well, Mr. We know where the ship got the wood for the fire. Rose said. The kids were outside. Again, standing between the supermarket and the fire station. So, where did the guy take the dog bank in his jeep? Josh asked. Mr. Pocket said he was on my street, but we don't know which direction he was going. Yeah, we do. Rose said. She looked at her because the guy could have been heading north or south. Rose shook her head. He couldn't have been heading south. She said Mr. Pocket told us the jeep passed him on the corner of Indian Way Road. It was coming from the fire station. The jeep had to be going north. She's right, Inga said, and north is toward the river road. So she looked in that direction. So when he got to river road, he either turned right toward the Blue Hills or left toward the Hartford. Let's go talk to Mr. Pocket. Rose suggested he might remember which way the jeep turned. Where do we find him? Dink asked. He lived at number 10 Indian Way Road. Rose said. Josh rocked and shook his head. How can you remember stuff like that? He asked. Rose just smiled. The kids collected the pole from the brick rack, and then they cut behind the fire station to Indian Way Road. Number 10 was a small gray single, single house behind the white fence. Rosebush peeled the yard and dropped, trooped over the fence. A stone fence led from the gate to the porch where Mr. Pocket was sitting in a rocking chair. Randolph Randolph was on his lap. "Well, hello again," the elderly man called out. "Hi," Tinker said, standing at the gate. "We had some question about the jeep you saw last night. Could we talk to you?" "Of course," Mr. Pocket said. "Come on in. Main, mind the roads. Those stones rub arm and leg." They go from the gate and the kids stepped through. "Would you mind closing it behind you?" Mr. Pocket called Randolph. "Think he can go exploring without me?" "문 좀 닫아주겠니? 라는 거지. Would you mind closing it? 그거 닫는 마음이 있니? behind you, 네 뒤쪽으로 말이야. 이렇게. Rose smiled at Mr. Pocket. She pulled the gate shut and made sure the latch snapped into place. The kids walked carefully past the rose bush and joined Mr. Pocket in his pouch. Paul looked up the Randolph and wigged, wigged his tail. "Okay, Randolph, you can visit your friend," Mr. Pocket said. He set his dog on the porch near Paul. Then he stood and removed the bunch of newspaper from the wrong bench. "Please sit," he told the kids. The kids lined up on the bench, and Mr. Pocket dropped back into his chair. A pair of eyeglasses lay on a low table next to the chair. Mr. Pocket put on his glasses and smiled at the kids. "Now please tell me what's going on," he said. "Why all the interest in this jeep?" The kids told Mr. Pocket about the money being collected, the fire, and the chef of the duck bag. That wasn't a passenger you saw in the seat next to the driver. Nick said it was the duck bank, where I will be pickle. Mr. Pocket said, "I remember thinking it was strange how the moon reflected off his face, and all the time it was a plastic duck." Mm, hmm. You wouldn't happen to know which way he turned on River Road? Think said, had he have a blinker on? Mr. Pocket shook his head. "No, didn't have any light on at all." That's why I didn't see him till he almost ran over my toe. Hmm. It's a poker run forward, and if you want my opinion, a driver never meant to turn on River Road. He said, I truly believe he aimed his jeep straight to the river. Think it collapsed right into the water. He said, the only he old the old man nodded. Yeah, unless the jeep know how to fly. That would explain why the guy in the fire truck didn't pass the jeep. Think said I'd like to make donation for your dog Britty. Mr. Pocket said. He shipped a small leather pouch from his pocket and took out 4 quarters. He ran over and handed them to Joshi. Al- Always like that. Thank you, Russell. 너무 웃겨. 그만 읽을 건데, 인석들이 지금, 이러고 있어요. 이렇게 뭐냐면은, 레영이가 먼저 누웠는데, 루피가 레영이 옆에 눕고 싶은 거예요. 근데 여기가 너무 좁아서 떨어질 것 같아서 걱정스러운 거예요. 자기가. 그래서 자세를 이상하게 만들어가지고 레영이를 어떻게 밀려고 하지만, 레영이가 끄떡도 안 하고 있어요. 루피가 레영이를 귀찮게 해보고 있어요. 그래야지 좀 비켜주려나 싶어서. 그래서, 그래. 방향을 바꿔. 좀 이렇게 들러붙어서 놀려면 말이야. 그래. 옆구리가 붙었잖아, 어차피. 귀엽죠? 이 녀석들은 이렇게 오늘 아침 잠 자려나 봅니다. 저는 8시 14분이 되어가지고 이제 씻으러 가야 돼요. 씻고 40분쯤에는 나가야겠어요. 안녕 얘들아.